Hello, fellow gardeners. I'm Jeannie from Martinez, California, and I am here. This is going to be a follow-up video to our first video on starting seeds for the spring. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's doing good. And today is Martin Luther King Day. It's a beautiful thing. I want to say on the first video, there were a couple of things that I forgot to tell you, and I want to just go over those first before we go into some other stuff that I want to share. So first of all, hello, and shout out to my Facebook friends. You all know who you are. Thank you so much for joining me. And also shout out to the girl trackers, keeping it moving, sister love, hugs to the Brentwood beauties, girl track power. Anyway, so here we go. I wanted to go back and address a couple of things. Number one, the first thing that I neglected to mention in the last video was in your cup where we planted the seeds, should have mentioned to tell you to add drainage holes. If you don't have drainage holes, you do need to go back and just maybe stick a pin or a little nail or something up there to get some drainage going. You do need to have drainage holes so that the moisture doesn't accumulate in your cup. The other thing is kind of related to that, and that is moisture. For your little seedlings, when they're growing in your windowsill, the one thing that can happen, and this is an FYI, if you're growing your seeds and you start to see little annoying black flies, those are called fungus gnats. And oh my God, are they annoying. We want to avoid getting those. They come really quickly. So check your plant. If you see little black flies, black gnats kind of around your plant, don't worry. You know, we're gonna deal with that. I think all you need to do is either get you one of those gnat strips and put it around, and that will catch the gnats and get rid of them that way. Or you can spray just a little bit of the flying insect spray, kind of spritz in the air around the plants, and that will kill them off. It will not harm your little seedlings, but they are annoying, and you do not want them to go left unattended because they multiply like pretty quickly, and before you know it, you will have a problem in your house, and you know that won't be good. So the way to control not getting them in the first place is not to overwater. You know, just a little spritzing every day is fine. If you put too much water in the soil, it's too moist, it will attract the fungus gnats, and so we don't want that problem. So I just want to give you a heads up about that. The other thing about your seedlings that you need to know about, and this is also just an FYI so you know what to expect. If you got let's say you planted your collard green seeds and they came up through the soil. If they haven't come through the soil already, there's an issue. They should have popped by now. You should have little green plants, and you ought to be very happy because you're on your way. But if you don't have green plants by now, there's something wrong, and you probably should maybe get some more seeds. I have more if you need seeds. My germination rate seems to be pretty good on the ones that I gave out, and I'll show you in a minute what I have going on. So the other thing that I want to mention is something called legginess. Okay, once the seed emerges through the dirt, the little green plant will grow, and they will tend to get really tall and skinny, and that's called legginess. And if your seedling kind of gets leggy, it's because it's looking for more sun. And that's quite natural. It's okay. Didn't do anything wrong. They just, they're looking for the sun. So what I do is I rotate my plant so that it can kind of get sun all the way around, so to help it to stand straight and not, bend over, because they will bend, toward the sun. So rotate them every now and then. Check on them every day. Give them a little spritz. If they're having a problem with the gnats, make sure you deal with that, and then maybe rotate them. Okay, so by now your seedlings should be emerged from the soil. They should be off and running for the most part. And if you have already started your seedlings and you're like, oh my God, I just have these collard greens, I want more, to do more. Jeannie, what else can I plant? So let's just say we're in the winter months, and there are a lot of things that enjoy this cool weather. Lettuce is one of them. Kale, broccoli, carrots, collard greens, of course, all the varieties of collard greens, beets. There are lots of things that you could be growing right now that you can start indoors and bring outside, in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so now I want to show you, I am so excited how well my green little seedlings are doing, and I really hope that yours are doing well too. Okay, I would love to see a picture of what you guys have going on. Just inbox me, send me, some of you have my email address, send me a picture. If you don't, just post it on Facebook on Girl Trek. Would love to see them. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you are the pink stock. And I can't get enough of this pink stock. It is just beautiful. And anytime you can plant stock seeds and get all of these new babies, it just makes sense to me to do that. So you see how they have poked through the soil, and you can see some of them are actually leaning toward the sun. They're happy to be outside. I brought them out here so they can get some fresh air. And there's several cups of them, and they all seem to be very happy and green. I also have, where is this one? The southern collard. Let's see, where is that guy at? There he is. We got the southern collard. And look at there. It is happy. Those are nice, healthy, happy babies. Pretty soon, a third leaf is going to emerge in the middle, and that will be the actual collard green seeds. Moving on, here's another whole flat of pink stock. I have a lot of stock seeds, so I figured I would just plant them and get them ready. Eventually, I'm going to separate them out and make stock plants. I may, I don't know, give them away as gifts or sell them at a garage sale or something. I don't know, but we'll have plenty of stock. And check this out. These are my southern collards, and I planted several seeds. I think I have 4 rows in this little pot. And this medium, let me tell you a little bit about this little container it's in. If you ever order takeout from IHOP or Denny's or I don't know, whatever restaurant, and they give it to you in those little black containers with the lid on it, those are like little greenhouses. They're perfect. So what I do is I save those, and I just put some drainage holes in the bottom. I don't know if you can see those very well, but I put plenty of drainage holes, and then I just fill them up with dirt, and I put that plastic lid back on it, and it is a self-contained little greenhouse. They just work perfect. I don't even throw them away anymore. I keep them because they're like the ideal way to grow seeds, especially. So I have one more thing I want to show you, and that is over here. I don't know if you see this little netting here. Okay. This netting it's called a shade fabric. And what this fabric does is it allows in the sun, and it also allows in the rain, or you can water through it. And what it does is it keeps out the intense sunlight. And it also, in this case, I'm using it to protect my seedlings from the squirrels, because the squirrels keep digging out this little box, and I just don't understand. They must know when there's a seed in the dirt, because they just dig it up and there you go, and I lose my whole little babies. So I replanted these. Here's some lettuce down in here that is growing very well. This is my third set of lettuce, and so I finally decided to put some bamboo sticks in there and made a little tent. And then I reinforced the tents with these little clips so the squirrels can't get in there. So, and it's working out really well, because now these have survived. They've managed to grow a little bit, and they're starting to take form in actual seeds. This other set here, this is romaine lettuce that's growing. And they're babies. They're also kind of leaning toward the sun, but they're happy out here. These are actually outside, and they're covered so they don't get too hot. I've got this, you know, this little covering on them to keep them safe. So there you go on that. And then I think I might as well just show you how well this stock is doing. And by the way, this whole patch of stock here, I grew from seed. And as you can see, there's just no limit to the amount of stock seeds you can get, because of, you know, the fact that the seeds are just so available. Okay, so that's my update for today. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something today. If any of you have any questions about what to plant, you know, any thoughts in general that you want to share, go ahead, leave me a note, inbox me. I'll be happy to hear from you. Let's have some happy gardening, okay? Y'all take care, and I'll be in touch. Bye.